Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about how to start chess. This is a complete beginner's guide. We're going to be looking at how the pieces move, how to activate the pieces, etc, and we're going to be going through some little rules and basic stuff before you actually start playing chess, whether it's on the board or on chess.com or any other website. So yeah, let's get right into them, and I'm hoping you would find this video helpful. Yeah, so let's get right into it. First things first, you gotta know how your pieces move on the board. uh, you gotta know how each piece moves and what are they capable of, and yeah, these are some of the basic things that you need to know for obvious reasons before you start playing chess. So let's get right into it. So let's take a look at how these pieces move on the board. We start with the pawns. You can either move them 2 squares or 1 square depending on how you want it. For the first move, obviously, and as you all know, white starts every time. So yeah, you can move them 2 squares or 1 square, and when it comes to the knight, you can move them like this in a L shape on across the board. So you can just move them anywhere like this. Oh, I could have captured that, but yeah, so this is how you move the knight. And when it comes to the bishops, you can just move them diagonally anywhere, so yeah, this is how you play with the bishop. You just move them diagonally anywhere, and you can give checks and whatnot. You can take pawns, whatnot. And when it comes to the queen, you can just, of course, queen is the most powerful thing. You can move anywhere. You can just take, so yeah, queen is the most powerful thing. So this is how you play with the queen. You can just move it anywhere. And when it comes to the rook, I guess let's take a look at it. So yeah, the rook can move either forwards or to the sideways, but they can't move diagonally. So it's either gotta be forward straight up, or it's gotta be all the way down to the side. So they can move diagonally. That's the only thing. That's the only difference between a queen and a rook. And yeah, that's basically covering all the pieces up. So now I'm assuming you guys have an idea as to how the pieces move. So yeah, let's get to the next one. Now that you guys know how every piece moves, let's talk about how to activate each piece in a proper manner. So this is how you open up every piece. The knight is opened on the f3 square. Yeah, black is doing the same. We both are developing. Yeah, so yeah, so basically this is the opening done. Black has a certain structure. White is obviously at a disadvantage since we lost a bishop. But yeah, so this is the position. I just wanted to give give a scenario. So this is how it looks. So as you can see, the black's pieces are pretty opened, while white's bishop and the queen is very closed. It's still not opened up, still not activated. This is what we call as inactive pieces. They're not really in the game. They're not posing any threat in any shape or form. So yeah, so in this position, it's safe to say, as you can see in the evaluation bar on the top above, black has a slight advantage as compared to white, because they have more pieces activated. They formed a battery with the bishop and the queen, unlike us, because we have a knight in the in the front of it. So yeah, and now black can just castle and they would have a pretty solid position. So yeah, that's how you activate the pieces. That's how you get them out. You get them in the play, and then you figure out how to use them accordingly. Yeah. Now that we have seen how the pieces move and how to activate our pieces in a proper manner, so let's start with some tips and basic rules and principles that you must know before you start playing chess. So yeah, let's get started. So tip number 1 is always go for the center, regardless of what. Fight for the center. This is something that's pretty common even in grandmasters. You always fight for the center. At the same time, you activate your pieces. So this is how it looks like. This is like an actual scenario. So yeah, and this is what's known as castling. So if you're someone who's new to chess, who doesn't know what castling is, this is what's known as castling. So basically you tap on the king and your king moves 2 squares to that side and your rook comes to this side. If you want to see how a long castling happens, it happens like this. So the king moves 2 steps as usual and the rook comes to aid the queen in the queen square. Yeah, so this is what's known as long castle, and if you do it this side, it's known as king side castle, short castle. So yeah, now as you can see, all of our pieces are activated for both black and white, and white has a significant advantage because we have more pieces activated. You know, the white's bishop poses no threat, it's stuck, and yeah, the white's knight is the black's knight is pinned as well. While we have all of our pieces active, our knight is active, he can just jump to the center, and now it poses a real threat because once we take this, he has to take it with a pawn, which opens up our queen and opens up his king for attacks, which is not looking good for black. So yeah, this is how you activate your pieces and attack and fight for the center at the same time. And yeah, so that's it guys. These are some small tips and tricks that I wanted to show you guys. And yeah, so with this you can start playing chess. And yeah, so thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye. So as a bonus, we're going to be looking at one other thing. It's a basic rule which is known as promotion. So we're going to see how to promote into a piece, let's say a queen, properly. So here in this position, white has the chance to promote and black can't do anything about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the pawn, we're going to make it into a queen, and that's a mate. So, and yeah, promotion is not that simple. There are intricacies to it, there are certain situations to it, and there is a thing called under promotion as well. But I don't want to talk about everything in a single video, so I'm going to be saving that for later. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and if you're just starting on chess, I hope you find these tips useful. And if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to make it into another video. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Bye bye, take care.